Okay, I want to talk about the doubts that I've had leading up to transition. Um, there was this really weird moment the day after I had my first real gender clinic assessment. I had the assessment on Zoom, and uh, the doctor was very professional, very nice. My dad came in at the end of it and asked a few questions as well. And he basically said at the end to my dad, like, this does seem like someone who is transgender and would benefit from hormones, stuff like that. And I was really happy. I was like, that's good, got that bit done. My dad was involved, which is great. And then the next day, I woke up and I had like this really weird feeling that what I was doing was not what I should be doing. Or I had a feeling that maybe I should just stay as a woman and that I could still have, like, an okay life. I had also this really weird feeling of suddenly being really scared of losing being a woman, which is such a, like, it's such a special thing, I think. Women and being a woman. And being queer as well. I just had this weird, like, sense of loss. And it really confused me, obviously, because I hadn't had that feeling really before. I had always been pretty, like, sure that I didn't feel like a woman. Certainly didn't physically feel like one anyway. I think, politically and stuff, I do feel like a woman because I've been socialized. That was really weird. That really threw me, to be honest with you. And I kind of was like thinking about it for the rest of the day, like why I had this panicking, this why did I have this panic, Why did I suddenly panic about maybe I don't need to change my body? But I think, I thought about it a bit more over the next few weeks. And I mean, even the next day, I kind of stopped thinking about it like that. I kind of was like, that was weird, but kind of thought after that, like, no, this is, like, I want my body to change. I want to look different. And I'm not doing it for any bad reason. I'm not doing it because I think it's better off if you're a man, like, obviously. I think doubt is something that a lot of trans people, once they've transitioned, don't want to maybe admit to themselves that they have had doubt. And I understand that, especially if you're trying to get hormones or something like that. You've got to be really careful about what you say sometimes around doctors, because if you have too much doubt, they're going to be reluctant to prescribe you any medication, which is completely, right, I think. Yeah, everyone has doubt in any decision that they make in life, especially a big one like this. So, and the fact that I only had really that bit of doubt compared to, like, all the other times I felt certain about what I was doing. And I've thought so intellectually about it all. I've thought about all the pros and cons. I've looked at detransitioners and I haven't related to them. I've thought just myself about what I want for years and years and years. But I think, that bit of doubt was important for me to think about because it made me realize that there are certain things that I'm going to miss about being, like, a woman, being seen as a woman. And that's sad, but the fact is that I don't feel like one. I mean, my body doesn't feel like one. It feels like the wrong body. So I feel like it's important to talk about these things because it's such a nuanced issue. To neglect kind of those doubts that you may have is, I think, wrong, and I think it's it's just repressing more stuff that you don't need to repress. I think it's important to talk about doubts, even if they're scary.